Hello, guys. Welcome to Rise of Patience and the King of Sahara tournament. I'm here with Prolase.
Hey guys.
We're going to cast the BB section of Group 5, which is PLA2 versus AZ4. This is an eliminator round. Both of these teams have lost once. This group stage is double elimination. If they lose another one, they are out of the tournament. So PLA2 and AZ4 are actually fighting to stay in the tournament. What do you feel, Prolase, about these two teams?
ASEAN PLA. I feel like I remember that PLA had some nice moves. Mars Nor, he actually seemed very good. Old Cat was something as well that we remember. But in AZ as well, both teams showed that they can fight. But now, yeah, who is the best?
Oh yeah, we're gonna find out today. Quick look through the polls. Yesterday we showed Dragonio and Cazador teams were the favorites, even though by just a small margin, and they ended up winning this best of three with 2-0. Today we see a very slight advantage to AZ4. I would even consider this a 50-50. So I think the matches should be very close. By the way, if you're watching this, remember you all can go to Rise of Patience on Facebook and vote for these games. The future matchups will be put on there as a poll, and you can vote. You can tell us what you think about who's going to be the winner.
Oh yeah,
So far,
do it, guys.
here are the results from Group 1. AS and EL3 have qualified to Super 16. Group 1 is finished. In Group 2, T-Kings and Kaithias have qualified, but we still need to see who wins again between them to find out the first and second position. The Group 2 has been very controversial. Not a single game played. With two of the teams, one team disqualified and one team forfeit. So we don't have any games broadcasted for Group 2. For Group 3, none of the teams have yet made it to the Super 16 because the games are yet to be played and some yet to be casted. In Group 4, PLA1 has made it to Super 16, and we will still have to see who is the second team from this group. On Group 5, LAT1 has made it, and the winner of this matchup, AZ4 and PLA2, is going to play against GAD for final entry into Super 16. In Group 6, AL1 has entered the Super 16. LAT5 is out, and we are still pending the LAT2 versus AZ3 game. We're going to see which one of them enters the Super 16. So I'm excited, and if you are ready, Prolase, we can start.
I
The
am
game.
ready.
Okay. So guys, here we go. Game number 1. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin.
Let's go.
I'm going to quickly change my VSync settings so I'm capped at 60 FPS. This is just a tip for the casters. If you cast, make sure both the casters are at 60 FPS. It helps in the sync. So we see Language of Trees as China and Nakakazu as Americans. One strong, one okay nation. On the other side, we got Nor, who has been the star of this team so far. If you remember, if anybody who has watched these games, they remember that Nor was the ultimate player. He even he almost beat Hugo. Am I right?
You are right.
Yeah, he
I
almost
think
beat
it was
Hugo.
Hugo.
Oh no! Wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait, wait! No, no. I'm sorry. That was Lelouch from the other team. We got confused. So it was he. I think he beat Cazador in one of the games. He
I
actually beat
know.
Cazador
I know he
completely.
beat a very good player.
Yeah.
That's for
Oh,
sure.
he beat Cazador in one game, and in the other game, I think every time whoever was against him lost. That's for sure. Whoever was against him was always under
Oh yeah.
pressure, and the only way they survived was double. And
And he was aggressive as well. So yeah, just to see if he's aggressive now as well.
yep, we're gonna see that. And Old Cat has earned himself a very bad reputation in this tournament. We have some memes on Rise of Patience page for Old Cat if you want to check out. Old Cat is the player who allowed Nor to get doubled almost every game, which made it very difficult for Nor to win. Nor was shining like a knight in bright armor on all three games, but he never could win the series because of bad coordination. So this is a redemption attempt from old cat. If he can show himself that he is improved and he can help Nor whenever required, if not beat his opponent.
And you know, fate has also blessed him with Japanese, so you know, it's giving him a bit of a hopeful outside for the future, because his nation is arguably the best on this map right now.
Oh yeah.
And also, funny thing is, maybe Marsnor would have been better off with Japs, but I hope that Old Cat can utilize this nation
I hope that
well.
too. Man, Japanese Spanish. So I think this is very balanced. We got two mediocre nations, China and Spanish, front to front, and we got two excellent, strong nations, Japan and America, face to face with each other. Um, Between Nakakazu and Language Trees, I feel both of them are equally skilled. At least I cannot say if any one of them is better than the other. But in PLA2, looking at our past record, Nor is way better. And in fact, if I was any of the AZ players, I would either try to be constantly on a lookout for what Nor is doing, or try to double Old Cat.
Yeah. Um, Interesting for me is Language of Trees has Papyrus on his capital.
Oh.
So maybe he might fall in the trap of Marsnor. Imagine if he goes very economic, you know. He has the papyrus, he is China, you know, China isn't really a military powerhouse, so it's very tempting to just boom away. But we know that Marsnor has been very aggressive in the past, and yeah, maybe he continues to do that, and then, well, yeah, I'm just speculating.
Well,
We'll see
you are
about that.
right. Pepe with China is very tempting. You want to go science 3, science 4,
Yeah,
even if you are in medieval age.
and preferably like science level 3. You know,
Mhm.
you know, you want to overdo it just to have that solid base for the long-term game.
Oh yeah, it's all going to come down to whether a language of trees can boom faster than how a Nor can rush him, because Nor has always been a rushing player. I don't even remember ever seeing him boom. He played 3 games against Lat 1.
Yep, his eco was always all right, but he was very fast with creating the army and the sieges and just pushing. And his rares, I think his rares are gonna allow him to be very aggressive. Diamonds, you can make a lot of archers, a lot of heavy knights. Cotton,
yeah.
increased speed for your barracks, you know, so you actually save time. And I feel like having relics, you are free not to build your university, and you can use that to raid or make an army. And still, he will be able to age to medieval without even investing in a lot of scholars.
Oh yeah, and just pointing out here, PL Old Cat had a really nice start. He started with his ancient age attack. He was seeing that Nakakazu was building his
Oh,
barracks, but he did not stop it. He just forgot, or he was paying attention somewhere. That was a great opportunity missed. You know what happens when somebody interferes with your building barracks? It's just a devastation for you. You you almost never come back from to the game after that.
it's a huge one. 'Cause,
And
yeah, you're
Mhm.
helpless at that point.
Oh yeah, and there's okayish nation in the rares in Old Cat's territory, but really fine rares on Norse, diamond relics and cotton. I wouldn't complain about that for sure.
No.
And same for language of trees. Actually, if language of trees can, if he can protect these rares, he's got some wonderful rares, fur, silk, and pappy. What else do you need? Because they're all in his territory, all potentially towerable.
Bro, that's like the Holy Trinity or something
That's
like that.
that's like the top 3 library rares. Because
Yeah.
I don't mind not getting dye. Dye is, I think, the least desirable rare library rare among every all of them.
hmm Luckily for Marsnor, he is going for the raid, so as you see, the first is gonna go down, and actually he is gonna aim to get Silk, but I think Silk will be defended.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
that light cavalry looks like will defend it.
the point is that it's important for Marsnor to raid all these excellent rares, because otherwise you're giving away too much.
Oh yeah, and at least he knows that there are merchants at the silk, so he can come back. I see Language of Trees is also starting his raid with a horse archer. Not bad. Both of these guys are doing fine. Senator from Mars. Well, that's different. That's not what I was
That's
expecting.
atypical.
Yes. So yeah, let's see what he's planning. Senator not the best choice to go as Spanish, because
Well,
Spanish has zero economic benefits.
maybe he wants to change his game style, but you know, sometimes it's better to stick to what you know truly. And yeah, he researched Civ too, so he's gonna build that city.
Oh
I
yeah.
think he wants to be. He doesn't want to be the aggressor. I feel like at the moment he's just raiding.
And I see that Language of Trees is also getting his city. I like how he has two cavalries guarding it. That's a very good way to make sure that there is no interference in your city. Nor does not know about LOT city, and the Language of Tree does not know about North city. They both are going to peacefully finish their cities. That's what it looks like, and they're going to end up very close to each other. You see, there's not a lot of distance.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fighting here for sure. Meanwhile, actually on the other side for Oldcat, he's doing actually fine. He's getting his eco up. I like it, and he's even, you know, going for a raid there, on Frankfurt. So he seems to be active at least. That's nice.
Oh yeah, and Nakakazu is also raiding him. It's nice on both the sides. I feel Old Cat is playing much better than how he played last time. He has practice, and I've been I've been in contact with Mouse, the middleman of PLA team, or you can say he's the one who translates the PLA language into regular language. He tells us what they're saying, and he has informed us that PLA Old Cat has been preparing for this game a lot.
I love it. I love to hear that, and it pays off, because Nakakazu made a big mistake. He went for a raid without having his general present with the troops, and that made his unit so exposed. Yes. He doesn't have forced march, so Old Cat is just gonna kill them all.
Oh yeah, and Old Cat, look at Old Cat's eco. That's a pretty decent eco. That's the kind of eco I would expect from a good standard player.
And a nice raid by Nakakazu as well, so they're trading blows back and forth. Wall is gonna get raided. He killed a couple villagers for sure. He's pulling back now, but those merchants are gonna go down on the wall, so it was worth it.
And you know, these raids, when you raid a rare resource in a 2 versus 2, the real damage that you are doing is to the other enemy, because your immediate enemy, your immediate enemy can easily replenish that merchant, but the other guy, he's going to have to send a merchant from a long way, and most of the time people just forget about it. They think it's not worth it.
And you know, it's really a hassle, because maybe you're in a fight and you don't have enough resources. You try to build it and you see, oh, I don't have enough. Then, you know, but you have to make more archers, and you don't know, should I go for the merchant now, or I probably should make an archer instead, you know, if you're in a tough spot. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with that. It's always a good idea to have to raid rare resources, even if you think the rare resource is very close to the market and it's going to get replenished. It's still a good idea, just for harassment to your immediate enemy and for the long-term benefit of your ally.
You know what? let's try to start assessing like who's better off on each side. Let's start with Marsnor and uh, Language of Trees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Marsnor here. His eco is alright, 120 basically. Nothing too fancy to be honest. Like he's alright, but not that strong. But the same for Language of Trees. His food is a bit low, and I think Language of Trees is exposed here on that caravan route.
Oh yeah, that is a
Lot of raiding.
very exposed caravan route. I
Yeah.
hope Language of Trees gets
Look
a
at the
lookout.
territory in the minimap. It's like a spearhead going through the through the territory of Language of Trees. That caravan, I like that he's aiming at the caravan. So, and another one coming, potentially can kill them both. And
Oh yeah, and
yeah,
I like that. Oh, by the way, Old Cat is coming here, and Old Cat has got Despot.
why is Mars not falling back then? Bad communication.
But the thing is that Language got attrition, and Mars made a mistake with Despot. I mean, with Senator, I don't know why he would go for Senator. Anyway, do you see Old Cat is so sly? He knows that he might get attacked in his front city, so he got a castle there in time. That is amazing. And this is the kind of team play that we would have loved to see.
Is he gonna get that castle in time though?
Oh yeah, I just noticed that's 92%.
He garrisoned his citizens. That was a bit of a bit, and he wasn't paying attention. Yeah, because
yeah.
his villagers just went inside without finishing that build, dude.
And what is Mars? Why is Mars acting like Old Cat this game, man? He should be here in the caravan route while Old Cat is here.
Why is you know what? Maybe it wasn't Old Cat's fault always. Maybe they both just suck with communicating. Because why? He can see that, right? He must have been able to see that, and he still just ignores it. Basically, I don't know. That's weird.
But
Questionable.
Anyway, if all that raid from Old Cat gave any leverage to Mars, then he should be able to take this city that he's right now. Meanwhile, I love what Nakakazu did.
Yeah.
Nakakazu saw that opportunity, and he did not just boom away like most of the players do. He saw that, and he is raiding the hell out of Old Cat. Old Cat is down on his knees right now. His eco is horrible. That was good. That was really good. I just wish Nakakazu had more siege to begin with, because the raid at which the city is being sieged right now, it's going to take years.
But the damage that he has done is enough to just finish the job for him on this side, I feel like.
Oh, but Language of Trees has a nice army, man. He actually has a bigger army than
Yeah, I'm
Nor.
talking about... Oh, I was talking about Nakakazu, about his chances of killing Old Cat. I feel like he has very good chances to kill him. And on this side, yeah, Language of Trees, he has a nice army. So nothing to worry about immediately. But still, Marsnor has the advantage in terms of eco and maybe, you know, golden knowledge income.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's see. So here, I don't know. Mars is not playing like how he has always played, or maybe a Language of Trees just knew about his game style and he was prepared for that, because that's a very decent army.
And man, those Chinese fire lances, they just rip through any archers or any even heavy infantry or even light horses. They don't care, man.
Yeah, I mean, light infantry are actually not as strong against these fire lances. The light cavalry. Heavy cavalry is the only one that can beat him.
Yeah.
And on the other side, Old Cat seems like Old Cat is back on his feet. He is able.
I love it.
He's able to protect himself. That was great. So he did a lot of damage to Language of Trees. Language of Trees is still hurt. You see his eco; it's about 100. And the reason Language of Trees is not spending on villagers is probably because he thinks that he wants to survive his attack.
Well, it's about time that he shifts his focus on his eco. Being China, he can just spam villagers anyway, so just use that food and get your eco up to 150 at least, I'd say. And from there on, you can just,
Oh yeah,
just
that's right.
continue playing.
That is right.
You know what? Allcat is looking wonderful. Look at his library. He's ready to age to gunpowder.
He is, and same for
Nakakazu
Norse.
isn't.
Same for Nor. Nor is also ready to age.
Oh yeah.
Nakakazu, no, he has the knowledge, but it'll still take some time. I see language of trees is seizing Castile.
Yeah.
That's good. He knew that he has the army advantage.
Castle coming up though in Castile, and there are 2 barracks there. That's quite decent. So I guess Marsnor is gonna be the one defending now. He's just gonna try to age and upgrade his units, and you know, if he makes it in time, he should be fine.
Oh yeah. I would love to see Old Cat coming to help now.
Yeah, but he should repair his city first then.
Oh yeah, definitely he should repair his city, because this first city is in a perfect position. He won't lose that until the castle is gone, and the castle will take time to be sieged. Meanwhile, this city of Guangzhou from Language of Trees is still hurt. It's not completely repaired. So
yeah,
if these guys coordinate, they can take that. I feel this city is in a perfect spot to be doubled. It's like it's meant to be doubled.
Look at that road between the trees. It's like a carved in road for Old Cat. By the way, I feel like this is a very critical moment for the PLA team, because they have that age advantage and they have to make something happen right now. Old Cat has some sieges, but he's a bit too late. He should have had his bombard research already, and he should have been sieging right now, because he's wasting some of his gunpowder age right now by not attacking. And Marsnor should start to you know, look for an engagement, make some upgrade your units faster, because see now AZ is aging as well.
Oh yeah, and look at that reverse ambush from Nakakazu.
Okay. Lol.
Oh man, come on, I thought Nakakazu could have done better than that, because he had the power of ambush, but he still lost the exchange. And wherever he was going with that one siege would not have accomplished anything. A single siege it sucks.
I'm actually surprised that he lost this. I thought he would win.
Oh, and Nor looks strong here now. I hope he is going to start sieging that city. Nor actually has an impressive eco here. If you look at it, if you look at his knowledge income, 141. That's a awesome knowledge income for age 4.
Language of Trees is way behind. And those 2 heavy knights by Marsnor, they just single-handedly almost defeated
and
Language of Trees army.
That has to teach Language of Trees the importance of army composition.
But dude, that's more a problem of Chinese players. I mean, when you're China, people just make that mistake usually. Not with other nations.
They spam those heavy lances because they're I mean, they cost food and wood. It's so tempting to create a good ranged unit that does not cost wealth.
Dude, I'm telling you, Old Cat has transformed into a good player suddenly.
Whoa, yep.
What the hell?
The Old Cat is no more old. He's a new cat now.
That meme is not longer valid.
Yep, I'll have to
he ruined it.
I'll have to change the facts now.
Yeah.
Old Cat, unless Mouse is playing as Old Cat here, this is not the same guy, man.
He is completely different. His unit management is suddenly perfect, while before it was just all over the place.
That's right. And on this side, I like Nakakazu's eco. It's just that Nakakazu does not have units right now. He can make the units. He's got hanging gardens, so getting his eco up should not be a problem.
And look at that, he researched calm 3, so he can actually get his eco up to plus 250, and it's realistic because he has that hanging gardens. Um, and yeah,
On this side, Old Cat is sieging. His eco is still only 165. Not bad. I wouldn't say bad. Not bad, but if Nakakazu goes 250, then it's going to be, just by comparison, it's going to be bad.
and I feel like Nakakazu should have been spamming an army. He should just spam army right now because that would give him economy as well. And he is Americans, so I don't think he's using that side of his nation well.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Hey, sexy potato, welcome to the stream. By the way, do you notice? Nakakazu has got his lumber mill in the wrong city?
where? Oh yeah.
It's in Frankfurt. It's supposed to be in Salt Lake City.
Oh damn! It's not reaching. Is it? Isn't it also reaching Frankfurt? Maybe. Is it close?
Oh, but it doesn't matter, right? Because the woodcutters camp is in Salt Lake City. By the way, this could be the last exchange here.
Yeah.
For Mars. I wonder why are these heavy cavalry not upgraded? You know, these the cavalry are very risky against Spanish. That's one of the Spanish powers. Their heavy infantry are superb against cavalry.
And to be honest, I like being Spanish once in Gunpowder Age or Enlightenment Age. I feel like they are pretty strong there, just because of their units.
Oh my God! Look at the libraries of the PLA players. Yes, they have completely transformed.
And you know, Old Cat is providing enough pressure here on this side to just keep Nakakazu busy. There's no doubling here, dude, because Old Cat is doing his job. Dude, I think Marsnor is gonna get this city in Enlightenment Age. He has the bigger army, the better army, and it's gonna be upgraded soon. He's getting the operations upgrade, while you know Language of Trees is still stuck at +4 armor.
Language Trees has got maybe a slight advantage in numbers, but that is an excellent boom by Mars. He and you look at his eco, he is actually utilizing most of his commerce cap too.
Yep. And so is Old Cat, and his gold and knowledge income is impressive.
I feel Nakakazu and Old Cat are still very close. I won't write anybody off as lost. One thing that I don't like about Nakakazu, and the only thing throughout this game that I pointed out, is siege. He has underestimated siege every time. Just using one siege to bring down a city will never help. At least 2, 3 is good.
That siege was useless because it barely does damage, and as you saw, just 2 cannons, I mean 2 bombards, could destroy that little trap for, you know, in like 5 hits. So it's impossible.
Oh yes. And decisive battle coming here between Mars and Language of Trees.
Nice cavalry management. He's just hitting the side there, and there are no pikemen left, so this is just
fodder.
Yeah, this is heaven for Mars. Yep, that flank was just devastating.
And just give me a second, I need to put away my...
Yep.
All right, guys. We are resuming. Right.
Let's go.
Yeah, that city's been taken. Nor from this point, Nor is going to win. Uh, the only thing that can save a language of trees right now is some help from Nakakazu. I don't see that coming yet, but it's still not too late. Language has lost only a single city. It does affect his ego, but not too much. This is a time for Nakagasu to help, and Nakagasu is going there. That's a good call. Actually, it at this point it does not matter at all if Old Cat is dying or not, because if language of tree, there's no way Nakagasu can kill Old Cat faster than Mars is going to kill language of trees. So this help has to be done. I like the decision because
Yeah,
a lot of players keep their egos at stake. They think, oh, even if we are not winning, at least I'll win my side, which is just satisfying their ego. It does not help the team at all.
that's right.
So, and
And
in this persuasion, even though Nakakazu may lose a city, if he can get language of trees back on track, that might be useful.
and actually Nakakazu is in a position where I feel like if he's able to buy some time for their team by just pushing away Marsnor, he could potentially overtake Old Cat for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So he just needs to buy some extra
I
time.
also like what Old Cat did here. He did not wait at all. He knew that Nakakazu would go there to help.
This
So
was not an Old Cat move.
this is a new cat move, man.
This is an Old Cat move, but it's not an Old Cat move because the Old Cat is not Old Cat anymore.
Yeah, no, not at all.
But Marsnor's army is pretty huge, and this economy by Nakakazu is suffering right now because Old Cat is just ravaging the lands uncontrollably.
Oh yeah, and that city, that capital is so unprotected. There is no way. I think these guys have lost this one.
And yeah, Marsnor's army is also bigger than Nakakazu's army here, so he's gonna get defeated for sure.
Nakakazu is going to lose here as well.
And
I feel Language of Trees had the bigger army all the time. He should have killed earlier. Oh yeah, continue please.
Yeah, a small detail is that Marsnor has 2 armor more as well. He has +8, while Nakakazu had only +6. So yeah, as you see, Marsnor didn't lose a lot.
Oh no, I think Mars also has +8. Because his cavalry would get +8, but not the.
Oh yeah, I
infantry.
clicked on the cavalry. Yeah, the cavalry was +8, but infantry is +6.
And there comes a GG from Language of Trees. That was a decent game. I could not have guessed the winner until I knew Mars was going Enlightenment Age. Before that, it was very even, and I see the polls are kind of true. The game was not one-sided at all, and probably the game would have been more towards AZ's favor if Old Cat had been Old Cat. But this new cat is a completely
not
different.
Old Cat anymore.
Completely different player. He has shown
cat.
Great skills. Great skills.
I think the biggest problem for AZ here, it wasn't that the Old Cat was suddenly not Old Cat anymore, but it was that Language of Trees forgot about this knowledge income, and I feel like China with Pappy should be able to do better than this. He was just completely behind in terms of golden knowledge, and yeah, that's what happened. He got killed.
Oh yeah, and Old Cat says something like, "We'll have good rest cross."
Resources, or I don't know, bro.
Good. Anyway, whatever he said, but these guys have won. Highest kill by Old Cat. So the kills is really high by Old Cat and Mars both. Language of Trees could not do a lot of damage. Language of Trees had higher army. That was his time to kill old Mars, but instead he decided to just use that army to defend, and that's what cost him this game.
Yeah, and I love that both Mars and Old Cat have basically the same amount of kills, which means that, you know, both players put in the work equally.
Oh yeah, so that's our first game going to PLA 2. Are you ready for the second one?
Yeah, I will be.
Alright, I'm ready.
Same here.
So 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh man, oh man. Old Cat somehow is again Japanese, but everybody else has got the defensive nations. And I feel so bad for Language of Trees. He got China once and then Maya, two of the least favorite nations in my book.
And now his teammate has Chinese.
So Chinese versus Koreans is not a problem, but Mayans versus Japanese, that is going to be tough to win. At least we are seeing a switch in the players now. Nor is against Nakakazu and Language against Old Cat. So we're going to see. So this allows us to compare every player against each other.
Immediately, interesting thing is Marsnor. He has sugar and furs very close in his territory and very defendable, I think, you know, with a tower or something. So that's great for him. And Nakakazu, his opponent there, he has Salt and Bison. That's decent. He probably will be able to get relics. So he has some counterweight, but for Marsnor early on, he's gonna be very strong.
Yep. And on Nakazu's side, I like those best Bison, Salt, Obsidian, and as you said, Relics, which is close.
Yeah.
I won't say any one of them have the better rares, because I really like to have Bison in my territory, because Bison gives you that 20 food, so you don't need to go for third city to get your 150 go. Most of the time, people have to go to third city, if not for the wealth, then for maximizing their food. So
Yep.
Bison is a great way to do that. Relics are going to be amazing. Salt is right next to his first city, Beijing, very defensible.
And being China, he will be able to instantly get a merchant on that Bison and Salt.
Oh
which
yeah,
is a nice bonus.
so he is going to save about 50 or 60 wood from those two farms, and then use that for this single merchant. It's such
I want to complain about him for a little bit. I feel like he should have had 2 villagers ready to build that market as ASAP. Talking about Nakakazu, because he lost some time. But yeah, that's really
you're right. You're right. It would help, of course, and he is sending 2 villagers now. No, he just no,
but
never mind.
he wasn't ready for the market, dude. He wasn't ready for it. It's a little bit sad, but yeah, like that's just a small detail, guys. That, you know, it can matter.
And Language of Trees says, is it a hack that you guys get Japan twice?
Maybe Language of Trees is like mentally starting to give up.
Yes, he is definitely.
He's feeling threatened.
He's definitely sore about the last game. That because I felt at one point Language of Trees had the as I said, he had the better army. He could have beaten his guy.
Yeah, he was doing.
Oh, on this side, Nakakazu could have made a merchant, but instead he decided to go for science 2. And now he doesn't have enough wealth to make another merchant. That is weird.
Build another market, dude. Come on, build another market on Salt. You get the gold, and you can.
Yeah, that Salt is I would say marketable. You could put a market there. That's it. Being China.
Marketize it.
Being China, you can get it within your trade route. Hey, young one. Nice to see you on the stream.
Yo.
On this side, Nor is going for Civic too. That's amazing with Korea, and especially when you know your opponent is China. China is not threatening. Going Civic 2 is never a bad idea.
But I feel like he doesn't really secure anything too important, and that relics, because of China's borders, is still gonna be far away.
Yep,
Um,
I wonder if going that city should have been built in front of the
yeah,
woodcutters camp. That would
I agree.
completely secure the woodcutter camp. That would, yeah, that would have been much better.
Yeah, I agree. But maybe now he does have more control there over the middle, which possibly can make rotating easier. Depends on where Nakakazu builds his third city.
And you bring up a very important point about being able to rotate. So a good strategy for a lot of boomers is to not be greedy. Don't go for the center. Try to build somewhere back. But if you want to be able to help your friend be unpredictable, then getting the city in center is useful.
Yep, and that's why those nations like Bantu and Lakota seem to be quite effective, because they naturally can do this without explicitly going for Civ 2.
Oh yeah, and the looks like PLA will not find out about the first anytime soon. They have even not even found out about
Oh, where
Silk
is the
yet.
first?
First is behind Nor. He just passed by
Oh
the
yeah.
Silk, but he has not discovered that. That is bad.
That first, we would have tower scouted it for sure.
Yes.
It's a spot that I would check, man. It's far enough from the rocks there to
Oh
go for
yeah,
it.
and then there is a ruin that is very close to the rock. It could be confused for just
Rock.
rocks. Man, I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate it when when there is something close to the rocks and I miss it, and at the end of the game,
It's
the
because you have to scout it better.
yeah, man,
I'm
that's
kidding. But it is true.
okay. Finally, he finds out about Silk. That's not going to be a problem.
um, dude, a language of trees, rares are pretty fine, dude. He has that bison, silver, and dye. Perfect rares for the stage
Yeah,
at
that's
which
and
he is right now.
I mean they got two wealth heavy rares. They got relics, which is obviously good in every game style. Salt. I think this is a good time for Nakazuko to go aggressive because that salt paired up with Despot and Mill Civic to Korea, it's just going to be easy to raid.
Yep.
Oh, and I wonder if Mars real. Oh no, he does because he his villagers fled away from that tower that was being completed, and he could have just converted them to militia already.
I think he almost forgot, but then he was like, "Oh wait,
Man,
wait a minute, I'm a Korean."
I am telling you at this time, I see a completely different PLA team. This is not the same PLA team that fought against Lat 1.
They have this serious vibe to them. They are not joking around. They are
Yeah,
they're
I
so
mean,
serious and disciplined with their.
look at that Civic 2 for both of them so early. There's a government leader for Old Cat. He is ready for handling raids. He's just booming right now. Perfect. Most of the players with Japanese against Maya would do that. Um, Same for the Korean player here. These guys, I think they are kind of playing like the teams that belong to Super 16. And on the other side, Language of Trees, I do not blame them because they have got the worst nations in both of these games.
Well, the thing is, when you have a bad nation, uh, the most smart thing to do is to not focus on that fact. So just ignore that fact and just play your game, and you'll be surprised what you can pull off
That's right. And
sometimes.
actually, these bad nations are good for aggression. One of the reasons being that your opponent is not expecting you to be aggressive.
And also, I'd rather be Maya against Japanese than China against Japanese, just because Maya, they have a lot of well, they have one similarity with the Japanese nation is those farms are so cheap that basically your food income, it's gonna come naturally to you, and from that food you can actually start growing your other areas like
Oh yes.
wood and metal.
Hey Cazador, welcome to the stream. By the way, a nice third city from Nakakazu. He will be able to bribe this tower. I hope he does bribe this tower. Oh yes,
I think
there he
he's
goes.
going for
There
it.
he goes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Um,
And
that does
what's
that affects Nord so much because Nord is he lost a +6 woodcutter camp. I don't even know if there is another +6. There is something close to the border, but it's not as safe.
and now Language of Trees city just denied him that middle patch of wood, which Marsnor potentially could have used. And yeah, wow, he's gonna deny the barracks as well.
Oh yeah. On this
Very-
side, stable coming from from Nakakazu. I really like how Nakakazu is playing here. You see, his caravan route has a lookout, and he knows about it. By the
Uh,
way, this woodcutter camp may get raided, and this is going to be horrible. No militia from them. Oh, really bad, really bad. You would expect the player to have towered this already.
yeah, this is a very exposed spot. It's far from any cities, so if you get raided there, it's gonna hurt you. And he should have built a temple. I've seen it coming from a long way. Now his stable is gonna be under fire. So yeah,
And during those
a
raids,
temple would have denied that.
during those raids, yeah, you're right. You're right. A temple would have denied that. That's bad. Uh, it's sad to see that something that used to be yours now is not yours anymore.
Somebody that I used to know. But I wonder if he still builds a temple, he can retake it again. Because Marsnor, I feel surprised that he still hasn't built a temple on that city, seeing how important that seems to the border push.
Yep, no temple yet. And Marsnor still wants that woodcutter camp. That is interesting.
Man, that's too much of a hassle, dude.
I would give up that woodcutter camp. It's too much. It's too much into the war zone.
It's not a constant stream of resources,
And
more like
funny thing is that city of Sangju still does not have a temple, so it is potentially, yeah, you're right. It potentially can push even more. Maybe
yeah,
a little more, and he'll be able to bribe that stable.
yeah. Uh, Meanwhile, Language of Trees, he's doing some raids, nothing too bad, but that metal mine, he's gonna catch it for a little while, maybe get a couple snipes. Yeah, nothing successful really, but his eco seems fine, plus 160 you might say. But Old Cat's eco, yeah, it is better. Of course, being Japanese, his food is capped out at plus 200, 150 wood, and he's going for the Hanging Garden, so I guess he's really going for
The ultimate boom. The ultimate boom here.
but you know
But
what?
his knowledge is lacking.
It is. He doesn't have any well, he only has peacocks, and you know, wow.
Yeah, I wonder
Actually,
why is he not using
well-
silks. I love silk with Japanese. It's my favorite rare.
Oh yeah, that's like doubling up your strengths.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
and
again,
Mhm.
score-wise, this game is so super similar. Basically the same scores. So yeah, again, like last time.
oh yeah, I'm telling you, the both these nations, like Korea and China, are very much balanced. Not anything can happen, but on this side, I am slightly tilted towards Japan, just because they are the better nation.
Well, if you click on their ecos, tell me who you think is clearly dominating between Japanese and Language of Trees.
Actually, not a lot of difference. Language
Yeah.
of Trees is doing pretty well, and I see that he's building an army. Old Cat has no preparations for an
Dude, in
attack.
fact, right now the economies are the same, literally. Check it out, that's so funny.
Yes,
Okay,
at this point,
Almost.
if he attacks with 2 sieges, he can actually put Old Cat in pressure. On
Man,
this side, Nakakazu looks like he may not be able to survive for not very long because he doesn't have army.
We see the old Marsnor.
Yeah,
now.
this is the Mars Nor that was infamous uh, that was wreaking havoc in Cazador's territory last game. Cazador would
Uh,
remember that.
and look how interesting. If you click on Mars North's economy, it's pretty bad. While Nakakazu's economy is better, but
Yes.
see why? Because Marsnor has an army, that's why his eco is bad. And if he can take that city now, then you know that was completely worth
Oh
it.
yeah, and you know why? Nakagazu raided at the woodcutter camp behind in Seoul, and he still has militia there that's not been converted to villagers. So
Oh,
this is the kind of damage that raids do to you. You forget things. You start making a lot of mistakes.
oh,
Ooh, do you see that? What? Language of trees is coming here. What would you have done in such a case? Um,
being who? Being
being
PLA
being
or?
language of trees, instead of attacking old cat, he's coming here to.
Well, at least he's doing that. I like that. It's better than just standing at home, but I feel like Old Cat's hanging gardens should have been a sign for Language of
Mm-hmm.
Trees to attack, because that's a clear signpost like, dude, I don't have an army, I'm booming up, I just spent 200 food and wealth on this building, so come and get me. But
Yep,
he didn't
that's
do that.
right. And I also feel Korea is always a tricky deal because of the repairing. By the way, that city of Suwon is small, and there's 2 sieges here. The problem
But
here is that it's going to be easy for Nor to rotate and save his city, while it's going to be very difficult for Nakakazu to come there and help him because Nakakazu is separated by a big
this
deal.
is actually hilarious, yeah. That fact that, with the rotations. Also, I want to say that actually, I'm happy that Suwon is gonna get. If I was Marsnor, I would have been completely fine with losing that city. It's not important economically, but now you know at least that he's here. You know what you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
While otherwise, if he would surprise me on my, in a frontal attack, that would be something
That
different.
would be
So
different, yeah.
this is actually good for him that they know this.
And at this point, Old Cat is going to be indestructible. His eco, his library, amazing.
Oh yeah, well, Old Cat hasn't been sleeping as well. He made an army while he didn't have any just a while ago. So yeah, Nor is winning here against Nakakazu, I guess.
Oh yeah, and here,
No, no
here
sieges, no sieges by Mars Nor.
yeah.
So
Wait. Where's the army? LOT needs more army. That's a very tiny army. It was good for taking.
I think he felt too comfortable there with his new conquered city. He was
Oh
so
yep.
satisfied, but
And losing those sieges, that's bad. That is
oof,
bad.
Old Cat punished him for it real bad.
Oh man, and I hope Nakagazu has got some leverage over Nord now, because of all those raids. Now he should be in a better position, especially because Nord is not in any condition to age. He needs some time before he has enough knowledge for gunpowder.
Oh yeah, Nakakazu surviving, the wave of like 1 minute ago. That was actually very important for him, and the fact that he killed the sieges for Marsnor bought him, I feel like, enough time to use his economy to build up an army, maybe. Well,
And
he's not there yet, but
I
I hope.
have you see what he's lacking all this game that we have continuously mentioned throughout this tournament. Do you
What
see
are we talking about?
which resource
Uh,
Nakakazu is lacking?
oh yeah, I want to bring that up to see if he would that mistake again. But yeah, again, not enough knowledge. He's gonna get. Wow, Old Cat has more than double his knowledge income, so that's pretty much GG, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean Nakakazu's metal. Nakakazu is just using a single mine.
Oh, but okay,
He has
yeah.
another mine. He could use it. And on this side, the moment Language of Trees went there to help, um, I feel that was the point. It was a do or die. If he had to go there, then he should have killed, because obviously Old Cat has a better boom.
And Language of Trees is really an interesting type. He has like that tiny army there in Nakakazu's territory, but he has nothing, literally nothing to defend himself. Old Cat could just come in and take a city off of him if he wanted.
Oh yeah, you are right, man. He actually, I would have loved to see uh, this capital being taken. Maybe Language of Trees and Nakakazu should have doubled the capital. That would make more sense.
Well, Suwon there is gonna, that city now, if it becomes big as well, is gonna be a nice city to protect his capital from a double attack. Also, I feel like I don't understand why Marsnor didn't continue his push. Look at the siege factory for him. He has 2 sieges in there, in the siege factory. I mean, he could have just taken that city. Just take that city.
Yeah, I think he is just
It's too late now,
yeah.
though.
It's late, and he has it's been a traumatic experience for him.
Traumatized.
On this side, Old Cat is yeah. I don't like repeating things, but he's a completely different player.
Look at that eco, bro. He's better than me, dude. He would kill me. But also, again, Language of Trees. Look at this knowledge income. That was actually the point I was making when I confused something you said. It's only plus 96. That's also the same mistake he made in the last game. He's gonna get out-aged and out-researched by Old Cat.
Oh yeah. So the moment Old Cat reaches enlightenment, it's going to be over, because
Well,
Language of Trees is not close to enlightenment.
Yeah.
I hope these guys do it quickly. I
But
also hope Mars makes the city big, because there's no reason for it to be small right now.
no, completely no reason. Just make a watchtower. I don't care. And you know, in fact, this double might be very devastating. Wow.
Yep, the only way it could be devastating. So actually, that is a good point about Maya. Do you realize that Maya is difficult to attack? So the Maya player is very much free to go and help the ally.
Hmm. And again, Old Cat is coming from that long ass rotation. It's gonna take him a while. And actually, if this castle goes down as well, Marsnor, he won't be able to recover, I think, because
That is right, and I also like that castle that Language of Tree put up there, because that castle is elongating the whole path that Old Cat has to take.
yeah, for sure that he should have had a temple though. I mean, if you know that that city is so important, then you should build a temple there. But the problem is, all his economy in Sangju is very exposed. So just by attacking that city, you're gonna already deny a lot of economy for him.
Oh yeah, that's right. I love Nakakazu's eco right now. Perfect. In fact, Nakakazu will be aging. Soon, like the next person to age will be Nakakazu. I hope they just start seizing Sangju as soon as possible. They don't have time. Old Cat is already at, I don't know, pretty good ego. 250,
And Old Cat
250 and 345 knowledge. Oh my god, 345.
Old Cat is Enlightenment age now, so he's upgrading his slingers to musketeers, and actually the Japs have nice heavy infantry in the Enlightenment age as well, so he can do a lot of damage right now, really.
Oh yeah, and we got Hey Cage in the chat.
No, his president might go down.
President might go down, but no, he'll save him. So this game is not over. Actually, this double helped a lot, because Mars is, if he loses his army, he's dead. He does not have a lot of resources to continue making more army. All Nakakazu needs to do is keep sieging that city of Sangju. Meanwhile, Language of Trees keeps the Old Cat busy.
And Old Cat is just a machine, to be honest. He's just a machine, yeah.
And now watch the Japanese infantry in action. Japanese heavy infantry can take down this Mayan city almost without any inconvenience.
Dude, I see that the HP dropping like flies.
Ooh, hey Coin, good to see you on the stream.
Yo, Coin.
I think that those heavy infantry are going to take the city. Now Nakakazu needs to hurry up. He does not have time to waste. Good thing he's aged, so the next time that Old Cat will be super powerful is when he reaches the next stage, which is not far away. 345,
Yeah.
345 eco wealth knowledge income is too much.
And Nakakazu is in a position to kill Marsnor, but Old Cat is not gonna permit that. He is present here. And yeah, Language of Trees is gonna get left behind with his knowledge income. It's too low in my opinion. While Old Cat, yeah, no comment. Look at Issa, the city of Old Cat. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, like 9 cataphracts just standing there in the middle in the grass fields.
Yeah, so he is still Old Cat.
Sometimes.
That Old Catness is not left him, but he is partially new cat. A different player.
He's evolving, dude. He's evolving.
He's in a stage. That's a transition stage.
It's like a Pokemon.
Oh, come on. Nakakazu, you can't keep doing this. That was the reason why you did not win last game. He still has just 1 siege. Nakakazu,
How?
we need more sieges.
At least 3, dude. At this point, for sure.
And against Koreans with those 2 towers behind, yeah, you're gonna take
That's nasty.
ages to kill that.
And Old Cat is moving. Look at that. He's preparing for an all-in attack. Not all-in, but a big-ass attack on Language of Trees. He has 3 catapults there. They will be upgraded.
Oh, yeah, Enlightenment Age. I think he will be Industrial Age before Mars reaches Industrial. I mean Enlightenment.
Oh yeah, I think he will go for the Industrial Age cannons.
And yeah, Sexy Potato. Oh no, Cazador is right that Old Cat needs to kill. Oh man, I still feel so sad. The sieges should have come already because Nakazu is making the second siege, but it's late. It should have already come up.
In fact, they could have gotten this capital right now if they doubled it together, if the sieges were, present.
And yeah, why are they not doubling it? Do they think they have so much time? This is the last game, guys. AZ4 will be out of the tournament if they lose this. They need to rush. Language of Trees, let that city become big so that he has more time to siege. Now,
By the way, interesting by Old Cat, he's just sending all those heavy knights to help Marsnor, but his main army is still gonna be
it's not even upgraded.
at home.
These, I think they will die in one shot from a Facilier.
Well, they should become tanks then. But he doesn't have. He should make them tanks first. I think that should be his priority, because that's a lot of power he has there, especially being industrial. Okay, he's researching the light tank, so I mean soon they will be pretty damn good.
And Red is playing Wonder. He is in no condition to do anything. I feel so bad for AZ team. These guys are just not playing it the right way. It should be, this city should already be taken, and Language of Trees should be helping Nakakazu to take the city, not attack this random city that has no significance.
Yeah, that city is of no importance at all, and look at those tanks. I love it.
Old Cat has got 4 sieges, some samurais, but yeah, he is proceeding.
And he's going for the cap. Nah, not yet.
Yeah, Mars just pointed out uh, at the language of trees army. So I think Mars is getting annoyed now.
But nah, I feel like Old Cat is here. There's no problem. There's no reason to be mad.
Oh, Cazador says, can't believe old cat got this good in 1 week. Yeah, he is maybe Mouse is training these guys. That's the only thing I could explain the sudden increase in skills. Hey Kingo, nice to see you, man. That city is going down. The Mayan city. I feel that towers that castle should have come up earlier because it was obvious at one point old cat will be attacking it. Um,
Yeah.
Language of trees just took too much time. Too much time. It did not have that much time.
And Old Cat has 4 artillery units. That's, you know, not to say he's not making the mistake that Nakakazu made.
You are right. You are right. He's not, and Nakazu still has not. I mean, he did reduce the city, but those they are just being repaired constantly.
And now Language of Trees is actually forced to fall back, so his presence here on this side of the map was quite useless
That
there.
was useless because he did not take. He took a city again that had no importance.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, he probably won't be able to defend here as well because of that age difference. And is he close to industrial? No, he's not. Not close enough anyway.
I like language of trees eco, but again, he
Eh,
should have known that his open. I mean, before the city was taken, before he had about 310.
man,
But
Old Cat, he's lucky being Korean because he's just surviving, just barely surviving all this time.
yep, and at this time, I wish that language of trees took old cat more seriously. It was obvious that the hanging gardens was, as you said, it was a call to kill him early, but he ignored that call. He went there the other side, and he did not do sufficient damage to make use of his time.
Yeah, he did have the setup to actually execute that attack, you know, back in the day, because he had a decent army there actually, while Old Cat had nothing. But yeah, those days are over. Right now, Old Cat is a powerful industrial age nation.
Yeah, and do you see that this capital of Sangju? It has 6 towers. It's going to take ages to siege this thing.
This capital is safe, and well, the Senate should have been raised a long time ago, to be honest.
Oh
But
yeah, at least
whatever.
raise it and just keep it ready in case you want
Yeah,
to move it.
I think Nakakazu is giving up, dude.
Yeah,
He's going
Nakazu is
away.
not even trying at this point. He's got a giant army. You know, at this point, it's not even required to take the capital. Just go take something else. Take whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Go for Old Cat. I don't know.
Yeah, even if you have to double old cat, that's not a bad idea. And as Cazador says that at this point, old cat is too powerful. Maybe he can take both of them by himself. He does have the knowledge income 535. That is more than both. No, not both the AC players. I was going over there, but
Nakakazu is actually
Nakazu,
doing quite fine, eh?
Nakazu is doing fine. It's just I would expect a little more because he has not been able to do some real damage right now.
Dude, do you? This is crazy. Old Cat is using his commandos to snipe.
That is amazing. What has he like? What kind of training is this?
Yeah,
This is some
he
PLA
took
boot
some.
camp.
He took some special Chinese pills, maybe enhancing his learning speed.
Yeah, those shady Chinese pills.
Yeah, you never know, dude. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school.
Oh man, and the good thing is, old cat while he is a new cat, but he still does not have the army. His army numbers
Cat.
is still old cats.
But I actually like Nakakazu's rotation, and I don't like Marsnor's reaction because it's obvious that he should start deploying his army while he's he's just still chilling inside, with coffee.
Yep.
That's a bit weird,
I
man.
think Mars needs some time, and he has been through too much.
Traumatized again,
Yeah,
huh?
he's been traumatized. He needs something.
And look at Nukat, he's running away. You
New Cat
better
is
run.
running away. New Cat could improve his eco 270 only.
It's a bit sad that they couldn't catch Old Cat. If I was Nakakazu, I would have cut off the exit roads
Mm-hmm.
first. You know what I mean? And then I would have moved in
And
on
at
Old
this
Cat.
at this point, it's obvious that Mars is almost out of the game for in the next 5 minutes. So these guys should pull all their attention towards Old Cat. Old Cat. I feel Nakakazu should stay here, start sieging out Ise, whatever you call it, and take this city, man. Because an Old Cat is not going to be easy now. Language of Trees cannot handle him by himself.
Man, I thought that PLA would win for sure,
But now it doesn't look like that.
but I don't know how this happened. I mean, we saw it, but still, I'm amazed at how this happened. How did Language of Trees did a nice job coming back into the game, while Marsnor didn't even have the chance to really grow himself. His knowledge is still low, actually the lowest right now.
Yep. At this point, it's just annoying. You see this, all those obstruction points between the second and third city of Nakakazu. It's so annoying, man. Like he can't move his armies freely. I
Oh
think
yeah,
I think just mobilize his army somewhere else. That is a very weird place to attack.
but yeah, like Nakakazu right now, quite funnily, he is in a position to change the game. He just needs to pick his target very carefully and execute. I think a good chance for him would be if he could double Old Cat's army, surprise him, destroy his army completely, and from that point, yeah, you can go for anything you want.
Oh
You
yeah,
either
man.
can damage Old Cat or you can finish Marsnor.
I don't know why did Nakagazu even go back? It was obvious that Old Cat is going to come back. So if he went back, he should not have come back.
Yeah.
If he went back, I'm assuming that he abandoned his ally and he said like, fuck him, I'm going to continue killing that. Because if that was the approach, he did not do that. He just wasted a lot of time moving. That time could have been used in reducing the city or something like that.
You're right. And the balance in this game just keeps shifting away from the one team to the other. Right now, Old Cat is modern age, and however, Nakakazu's army still is bigger.
It's way bigger. I maybe double the army. Oh, I see what they're doing. So now they're exchanging opponents. Language of Trees is coming here to PLA Mars.
I like that.
I
That's
like
actually
that
pretty
too.
crazy.
Whoa, and Cage's wish has come true. Helicopters from
Dude,
Old
right
Cat.
now for Old Cat having Versailles is doing so much. I think Versailles won him this battle, to be
Oh
honest.
yeah, Versailles and Comrade, perfect combination. Like you see a lot of people pick the CEO for, of course, the oil, but the oil thing is temporary, right? Once you expend that or once you have your oil well set up, it doesn't help you that much. Another good thing about the CEO is the healing, and
Oh yeah.
if you have Versailles now, your Comrade gives you healing, and on top of that, the Comrade gives everybody +2 armor and a +2 attack. If you have a giant army, that +2 attack and
Ooh,
+2
and a
armor makes
plus
a
two
big
attack
deal.
as well.
That's a
That's game
big deal.
changing.
That is a big deal.
Look at what, yeah, we said that Nakakazu's army is double the size, but
And he
look at
still
what
lost.
Old Cat did. Yeah,
Damn.
he still just ripped through it. And now it seems like PLA got this. If, yeah, Marsnor can hold, at least, because Old Cat, he should be on his way to victory on his side here. He should be able to kill Language of Trees, and I don't think Nakakazu can stop him at this point. He
Yeah.
lost too many units.
And I have to say, if this game AZ4 loses, then it's completely their fault. They took too much time not doing anything, too much time spent focusing on things that did not matter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sad, dark times for AZ.
Ooh, and if AZ loses this, they are out of the tournament. I see Language of Trees is here, but again, single siege not going to make any difference, especially the Koreans. Any other nation is fine, but Koreans, no, they're going to repair this.
By the way, I love how PLA Old Cat, he has like all these tanks on Sangju, that the capital city. I think it's like 15 tanks there to help with the defense, and he still is winning here on his own side.
And Old Cat is aging again. I think the moment they see that he's in information age, we'll see the GG coming. Nice raids, but by the way, Old Cat is also raiding Nakakazu. You see his, it's only one heavy tank, but at least there is one tank.
And actually, Old Cat is building a lot of bombers, and he has some fighters. And in the information age, if you upgrade them, they will be able to do so much damage. Dude.
Oh yeah, those are extremely powerful.
And also, no one on the AZ side has any AA units. So yeah.
Oh yeah, if like 5 planes come in, I think they can wipe out all of Language of Trees army and maybe half of Nakakazu's army.
And I'm excited to see those bombers getting used. He's upgrading them, he's upgrading the bombers, the fighters, he's upgrading all the units I see for Old Cat. Man, he's playing so great, he's really good. I'm excited to see where he's gonna use the bombers for. What he's gonna use them for.
Oh yeah, now it's a fun game. It's I still feel there's a small chance AZ4 can win. At least they can sway this battle in their favor. But for that, Language of Trees needs to do something very very unique. Like go to Old Cat's city of Sendai. Take that city, capture Versailles, then go to another city, capture. Because remember, Language of Trees is not doing anything right now. That it's no point in harassing Mars. What they should be doing is going to Old Cat, because if Old Cat, even though he's an age ahead, if he doesn't have villagers, if he doesn't have city, he cannot keep making units.
Yeah. The thing is, score-wise, your story makes sense, but the thing is, the only leverage that AZ has right now is perhaps that capital there, but that capital is safe as F. It's not gonna go down for sure. And on this side, they are actually losing both of them against the superior army of Old Cat. He has, as you said, that comrade, he has Versailles, he has the age advantage, so his units are better. So
oh yeah, and I see these bombers.
Oh, awesome! Show the people.
Oh yeah, so cool. That is so satisfying.
Holy shit. They look so sexy as well, man.
Oh yeah, that. Just look at those. Just look at those. Yeah. It's so satisfying to see these kill. You know what's even more satisfying? Those paper planes.
Which paper planes?
Those paper planes that come after global prosperity.
Oh man, those triangles, those Dorito planes. Yeah, nah, they can't get killed, right? Only fighters can attack them.
Is it?
Or I don't know. Maybe they're just.
Oh yeah. Only fighters. They are invisible to anti-aircraft.
Yeah.
Only fighters can.
And look at this. Actually, Marsnor, he is becoming quite strong. He has a big army, and once he upgrades all of it, he actually can start even.
Killing Language of Trees. I like what Language of Trees is. He did not just sit here not doing anything. Language of Trees did boom up. He's got an amazing eco. And Old Cat on this side is, well, 999 knowledge. So not bad.
Wow, dude, I'm telling you, he's using those planes to raid the villagers, and every time the planes goes for a hit, like the fighters, I see a villager die. So literally every time that fighter attacked the woodcutters camp, a villagers died. So wow, I didn't know you can raid with planes. Wow,
Oh, yep.
mind is blown.
And why does Language of Trees not have anti-aircraft? He is just giving away units for free.
He has, but it's not enough, dude. There is a point at which there are just too many planes, and yeah, you need a lot of those AA units. Language of Trees, he will age to modern age first, so he has that going for him. And actually, Old Cat, he is researching global prosperity, which raises your commerce cap to the maximum allowed and increases resource production by 25%. Stealth bombers and advanced fighters available. So he's actually kind of using you know, the air units a lot, so that would be a very nice bonus for him, having the stealth bombers and the advanced fighters.
You are right.
He would just dominate.
But so if you were in a information age and you had to research one of those four, which one would you go for?
You know, given the situation, given that I want to kill my opponent ASAP, I would look like, okay, my eco can support this. I have a nice eco, so I'll go artificial intelligence.
Oh yeah, I would go for either artificial intelligence or the world government.
Oh yeah, because if you even captured the cap for 1 second, that player is eliminated instantly. So what you can do is research world government, get 8 commandos together, a couple infantrymen, ambush them to the capital, and eliminate the player instantly.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's a good strategy to use with world government.
You can easily execute that on Beijing.
Easily. Oh yeah, no resistance at all. Hey Sermon, welcome to the stream. These guys are calling him Old Cat 2.0. I'll still stay with my name, New Cat.
New Cat.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nuclear weapons.
Oh yeah, Old Cat, I guess.
Oh no, Language of Trees. This is the kind of nuclear weapons that you throw out in frustration.
I hope they can survive just long enough to use them.
It's like a fuck you to your enemy when you're losing.
Or if he could do Armageddon, then it's a draw. I don't know what we should do.
Oh yeah, that is not out of options, man. That is cool. I love this game, how this is going. And the best part about AZ team is, even though they made a lot of mistakes, they're not giving up. They're going to try everything possible.
To be honest, Old Cat is the MVP of this match, regardless of what happens. Because look at Marsnor, he's kind of the Old Cat.
Yeah, he's
not doing anything.
He's
just
into
standing
recovering
around
forever. He's been recovering forever.
But he has enough army to actually make a difference.
Oh no, he is mobilizing the army.
Ooh, look at all those sieges. I love it, man. How many? 6?
6 sieges. That's how you do it, guys.
Oh yeah,
that's
baby.
How you do it.
Let's get him. A cool tip is, if Marsnor made like a couple commandos, he could get that city twice as fast.
By the way, the capital is taken for Nakakazu. Nakakazu has developed.
That happened fast. Those bombers reduces real good.
Yeah, and you know, the
comrade
allows you to assimilate cities 4 times faster. That's a very good advantage, especially when you are trying to take somebody's capital. Because now he can make villagers, he can repair the city, he can get castle, all of that good things.
And Old Cat is researching artificial intelligence as well, and he has 2 libraries, so he's researching them simultaneously.
Oh yeah, and you know the very funny thing about these researches is that if your opponent sends commandos and just sabotages your library, you lose all this precious time. You have to start over. This is so annoying, right?
Oh, that's right. I hope you you get your resources back at
Oh
least.
yeah, no, you do get your resources back,
Okay.
but
Imagine if you didn't, that would be like a double blow.
yeah,
That's actually, the industrial age in Rise of Nations and onwards unlocks so many new cool features actually.
that's right. It's like a
Man,
completely different game after this point.
maybe it's sad that we never have like Nomad or a standard that begins in the industrial age, because that's a completely different dynamic. Because in the industrial you can raid with those light tanks, so raiding becomes.
Oh, first missile has been
Oh.
launched. I don't think there was any damage. I would not a significant damage. I still see Old Cat's army, and
Dude,
as I think Cage or Kazator, one of them said that ICBMs are the real nukes. These nukes they don't do a lot of damage.
should have dropped it on, let's say, on Mito and destroy the economy. That would have been more
That would have
efficient.
been, yeah, good. But I think 40 seconds left for
Well, yeah.
Nakakazu to take his capital. I don't even think that Nakakazu knows that his capital has been taken, because he is fighting for this weird city.
He doesn't give a F.
He's fighting for a city that does not matter. Come on, Nakakazu. Nobody's going to talk about this city. Go back, take Beijing.
Yeah,
And funny thing,
cities,
Old Cat is not even protecting Beijing. Like you would expect him to have all of his army at Beijing, because this is so important. But he is at a completely random city.
Man, this is a nice game.
Oh, dude, I enjoyed this game so much.
Close to over, I fear.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, seriously, man, this was a funny game, a very funny game towards the end. This is the first game that we are getting to see these nukes and stuff. Or did we see that in any of the other King of Sahara game?
And actively using planes, I loved it by
yeah.
Old Cat.
Oh yeah, actually this going in the ROP facts.
Yep.
Old Cat becomes the first player in King of Sahara to research global prosperity.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! It's going to take out a lot of, like right at the center.
Dude, I'm giggling like a little girl. What the fuck?
And if this was an ICBM, that would wipe out the whole army.
Oh man, I would love that.
The Armageddon counter is 10. These guys can do it.
Man, look at that. That's a perfect thumbnail.
Another nuclear missile being created. These guys can do a draw. I would love to see it as a draw.
Yeah, he needs 10 more to make that
happen. Maybe if Nakakazu was alive and they both were pumping out these missiles, they could.
Look at he researched it finally. Artificial intelligence. Look at that stream of units.
Whoa. Yeah.
For above that. Look at that. Just.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
That's like when you have free food being given somewhere and the horde of people come.
He has like I think 60 Abraham tanks, about that number in total.
Whoa. That's awesome, man. Now all Language of Tree needs to do is keep sending out nukes and protect Forbidden City.
Oh yeah. Oof,
by the way,
that army there is getting wrecked from all sides.
Do you know if these nukes rise in cost?
Yeah, I did know that. I think yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they do. They do rising cost. Every time you make one, the next one is a little bit more expensive.
Oh.
If I'm not wrong.
Hey, Quingo says he does, and Quingo is I think Comstorm player. So he may have a lot of opportunities. Computers getting into information age. I have maybe less than 1% of the games which I even reached industrial.
Yeah, I feel you.
I love these paper triangles. They do.
Norito warriors.
They reduce oh my god, that's a Forbidden City reduced in 4 seconds.
Wow, whoa. It's 0 HP, dude.
Yep.
Whoa. All it took was how many planes of those? 1, 2, 3, 7 planes, and you can reduce almost anything you
I
want.
think he could have sent 2 planes and maybe they rotate two more times without refueling. Damn, look at these. I don't even think they're three-dimensional according to the game.
Dude, this looks like some post-apocalyptic scenario. Look at that city of Zip in the middle by Language of Trees.
Oh yeah, like zombie.
He still has nuclear warheads there, so yeah, PLA must destroy them before he can destroy the world.
Destroy the world. Yeah, his evil plan.
Yeah, Professor Moriarty or some shit like that. Yeah, beautiful.
The Language of Trees says something Fa Feng Lei. I don't know if he's the Chinese or not, but whatever it is, if we have a Chinese translator in the chat, please tell us what that means.
Probably some shit like, you're the chosen one.
Yeah, you are the ninja cat.
Yeah. Yeah, and Olgad is just researching global world government now, so yeah, he actually can get his eco up to plus 1000 if he wants. But you know, he has plus 850 food, plus 900 wood. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is. Going directly to economy, of course. The whole AZ team. No, too much boom. Just too much boom for Old Cat. By the way, did you see that the ruin bonus for Language of Trees? That was insane.
Whoa, that's a lot. And Marsnor actually has been receiving some resources, like 900 in total, so that's nice to see that Old Cat was providing.
Yep, and Cazador says, bad to see that these guys are out of the tournament. And actually, I noticed that the group 5, if you check out this group, there is no team that is bad. All of these 4 teams are so strong and so close. It's just too difficult to rule anyone out. As like, if I were to ask anyone which of these 2 are going to make it to Super 16, it will be super tough because all these 4 teams had the same skill level. You cannot say that about other groups. In other groups, there is at least one team that has a completely different skill level, but not this group. This group is unique. It has all the players so close, and I think it was very interesting to watch all of these games. So that means PLA2 becomes the second PLA team to go into the Super 16.
Yep, it was an amazing game. So yeah, super.
Superb, man. So guys, what do you think about this game? This was pretty intense. One of the longest one. It makes me want to add add to that.
And actually, this best of 3 in overall was actually very enjoyable to watch, dude. So yeah.
And now I'm going to
Thanks
rewrite
for
the
the
fact.
teams.
I'm going to rewrite the fact. Old Cat is the player with who can improve the most in a week.
Old Cat, New Cat. We actually have 2 legends now. The Old Cat and the legend of the New Cat as well. So maybe now New Cat is like a term we use for pro players.
Oh yeah, I would just say New Cat is a term for a player with extreme improvement in a short time.
Yeah.
And also updating the scorecards. Meanwhile, we are still here, guys. If there's anything for chat, it'll be available.
Yep.
Oh, wait. What was I saying? Actually, no, PLA2, I just realized PLA2 did not qualify already. PLA2 still needs to beat one more game. What am I saying? So yeah, this is PLA2's first victory.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good for them. They look very solid.
And now they have to fight against Gads for the Super 16. Man, Gad is one of the oldest clan. I have extreme respect for them. But these PLA2 guys, I see them as underdogs. They came out of nowhere. We never heard about them, but they have impressed everybody with their extreme skills.
Yeah, like, man, a bit of a question is, sometimes things are relative, So PLA looked very good actually in this matchup, and I would say based on what we saw, they can take on JD for sure. But the question is, maybe AZ was just not as good of an opponent as Lat was, for example, against GAD. So maybe that's why we see. That's why it seems that PLA suddenly is so good. Maybe it's because AZ made some mistakes that PLA could use. But still, I'd say that PLA against JD after today, I think that's gonna be an exciting match as well.
That is
For
going to
sure.
be, yeah. So AZ4 is out of the tournament. I'm really sad to say that. I would love to see these guys play again in the next tournament whenever that is organized. Um, and we have,
By the way, in
yep.
the chat, Captain Lazy Pants says this game is still alive.
Oh yeah, this game
Yes,
is
it is,
this
bro.
is, and it's going to be more alive than ever.
Yep,
I feel we're getting more players. It's the movement is more.
I love
I'm
it.
having a
Yeah,
good feeling.
super.
So by the way, Gad and PLA2 will be an awesome match. I am going to put up a poll in the next 6 hours, not right now, because if anybody has not watched, I don't want to ruin it for them. Um, Please go to the Rise of Patience Facebook page. You just type Rise of Patience and it should show up. You and find out. You want to vote there. Who is going to win according to you? There are also nice Rise of Nation memes. If you want to check that out, please. We are about to reach 100 likes on that. I think we are at 96. Just for I just need to create 4 more fake accounts and use those to like Rise of Patience.
I'll help you with one.
Okay, then 3 for me, 1 for Prolace. Hey guys,
Yeah.
if you are into fake accounts, if you have any fake female accounts that you use to trap lonely men online, please give us a like through that account. We'll need that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are going to leave the stream for another 20 minutes just so that there's no spoiler for third game. Anybody who's been watching this should still be interested. They shouldn't feel like the video length is betraying the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
Hey Lazy Pants, nice to see you come back. There's still an active community online. You should play more. The game is even on Windows Store now. Very few people are there, but it's good.
It has potential.
Yes, it
You
has
know?
potential.
For sure.
Okay, and from here on, we are going to be out. Thanks for watching this, guys. See you all. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye.
Hey HNZ, yeah, you missed the stream. Okay, I'm going to unmute now.